We are going to be doing another Amplify lesson today. You need to have 2 tabs open, one of this video and one in your Amplify class. So you can go back and forth, pause where you need to pause, and jump back to answer questions. We are at the home page on Amplify, and we are going to come down to 6B, Mysteries and Investigations. We have already done subunit 1, titled Fever. We are going to jump over to subunit 2, The Secret of the Yellow Death. I'm going to go ahead and click on that and jump over to lesson 1. Lesson 1 is meeting a monster. We're going to do the vocabulary. So you will click on card 1, and that will prompt you to open the vocab app. So you will open the vocab app and go through a series of vocabulary words. I believe there are 3 or 4, and they are words that you are going to see throughout the text. So you need to pause this video now and complete the vocab app activities. All right, now that you've completed those activities, we're going to come back up here to the cards. We are going to skip over card 2 and start on card 3. So the directions, it says, read along with the recordings and listen for details that capture your attention in paragraphs 1 through 4 of The Secret of the Yellow Death, a true story of medical sleuthing. And sleuthing means like investigation, so a medical investigation. After we listen to the audio and read through, we are going to highlight 2 details in the text that stood out to us and helped us create a vivid picture of yellow fever. So a clear picture of what yellow fever might have looked like. So you are going to pause the video and you are going to go to Amplify and press this button right here, listen and follow along to the text. Right now that you have listened to the text, you are going to highlight the 2 details that stood out to you that created that vivid picture. So you will go through here and you will highlight 2 details. Just as a reminder to highlight, you will just highlight wherever you want and choose the highlight option. I just picked a random spot as an example. In card 2, you are going to read the types of writing techniques in the left column, and you are going to match each writing technique with an example from the text from chapter 1, paragraphs 1 through 4 in the right column. So you're going to come through here. This is the same text that we've already listened to. And you are going to go through and you are going to drag and drop. These are just in any old order here. The answers to the techniques they match. So the story that captures the reader's attention. You're going to look through here and see which one of these would capture the reader's attention. You're going to look for facts and numbers that make a strong impression. Come down here, drag up what you think fits best in that spot. Pause the video and complete this task. Next, you are going to click on number 3. The same text is there to the left. It talks about writing techniques that bring the topic to life. So it lists here the writing techniques such as descriptive and sensory details that create an image in the reader's mind, an anecdote that captures the reader's attention, specific words or phrases that shape the reader's thinking, facts and numbers that make a strong impression, and quotations that make an impact. You are going to copy and paste one of the places that you highlighted that grabbed your attention. So previously when you highlighted those details, you're going to copy and paste that right here in this box. Once you copy and paste that, you're going to decide what technique the author was using there that brought the topic to life. So there is a drop down here, and you're going to decide out of what you chose, what technique was used. Next, You are going to write an idea or impression that you get about yellow fever from the text that you highlighted. So, what impression does this give you about yellow fever? Write it here. Next, you are going to click on card 4. Remember to be pausing the video when you are completing the task. Number 4, you're using details to elaborate. Again, the same text is here. What you have highlighted should be showing up. The directions are highlighting 2 details that illustrate how yellow fever is presented to the reader. So you are going to go through and you are going to highlight those 2 details. You are then going to describe the techniques that the author uses to introduce yellow fever to the reader. So how did they start off by letting us know what yellow fever is? Number 3, which detail from chapter 1 best illustrates the depiction of yellow fever as an enemy which imperils life and cripples commerce and industry? So you will just choose the best answer. Again, don't choose necessarily what I have. I am just showing you how you would click to answer. Once you choose your answer, you will answer the poll. Which type of detail most convinced you that yellow fever is an important enemy? So enemy, again, you're thinking about something that is against us. So you will answer the poll. Next, you will click on card 5. Students will identify and describe 2 text details to develop their claim of why they would or would not investigate the cause of yellow fever. So you're going to think about, would this be something that you would be interested into figuring out what was going on? Would you want to be involved in something like this? Or does it seem too risky? You need to decide that for yourself. Again, the text is here for you to find details to help form your opinion. So the question, would you volunteer to travel to a place with yellow fever to investigate the cause of the disease? Describe 2 details from the text that would impact your decision to go or not. So go ahead and write your answer here. Again, remember to include 2 details from the text. Make sure you're pausing to complete this. Lastly, we are going to analyze Germaine's choice of details to introduce and illustrate yellow fever in paragraph 1 of her text. So it says, drag the phrase that best completes the statement. So the statement is here. Germaine describes the yellow fever patient's symptoms in the first paragraph of her book in order to help readers, and you are deciding if they are trying to A, understand how to diagnose yellow fever, B, realize that this book will focus on the science of the disease, C, get a strong picture of how serious yellow fever is, or D, get to know the character of the man described. So again, I'm just showing you how you would complete this. I am not saying that A is the right answer. I'm just using that as an example how to drag and drop. You literally take the answer, hover over it, drag it to the space. And that did not want to drag with me. Like so. I'm going to go ahead and put that back. Make sure that when you are completing, you are always pressing hand in the bottom.